Viewer discretion is advised.
You better fucking take this shit real serious, that energy you're putting in the music. Now, if you came from it and you're telling the reporting of what you've been around, that's one thing.
Like, her Instagram is our major promo. So it's definitely underrated.
I feel like I'm too far. No, but you gotta be vocal because once your personality starts showing, they personality gonna start showing.
15 seconds.
Yo, cool. Welcome back to another episode of the Producergrind podcast. Carrington L.
Yo, what's good, man?
As always. Good, bro. What's good with it?
How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, bro. Feeling good.
Who we got in the building now?
Listen, man. This guest is a producer and artist influenced by Uncle Luke Skywalker. Uncle Luke called this guest to ask if he could come to one of his parties because it was so lit. If you've ever seen a cucumber in the club, this man is the reason why. Selling out venues all over the country with over 160,000 followers on IG, please welcome to the Producergrind podcast, Beat King, a.k.a. Club Godzilla.
Hey,
yo. What's good, family? How you doing?
Make some noise for that voice you just turned on. How you doing? Nah, man, I'm happy to be here, man. I rock with y'all, man. Like I say, I found y'all Instagram. I just never seen a comment section like that. It's just full of producing nerds. We all nerds. We just sit in front of computers all day and program noises. So like, real talk. Now I rock with it.
Now here would be my first question I would ask you, because like when we post a video, they be all in our background. Look at what's written on the wall. Look at the pictures that's hanging. They be all in your business like that.
Oh yeah, man. If you got a fan base, you know what I'm saying, for what you do, you know, your fans, they really want to know what's going on. They want to know what you're using. They want to know everything. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, what were some of your first steps to getting that fan base?
First steps well, in the very beginning, man, I just sold beats on my side of town. That's how I would pay the bills and stuff like that. And I had my first, I wouldn't say major hit, but it started regionally and it spread it slowly. That was back in 2010, you know what I'm saying? And from there, I had a real distinctive club sound, you know, as far as in my region. And that's kind of how I came with the whole Club God thing. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of club music geared toward females dancing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my favorite favorite rapper is Juicy J. So I'm real 3 6 Mafia influence. Really, very 3 6 Mafia influence with my drum patterns and all that. So with that, it's easy for me to make a hit if I would mimic what I grew up on, you know what I'm saying? So from the club style, you know, all the way up to now, like out here in Atlanta, for the most part, they know the music a little bit, but they don't know it's my song. Like when that song, throw that ass, hold up, bitch, throw that ass. When that comes on, everybody go nuts. But I could be standing right there and they don't know that's my song.
You say regionally, right? And so people don't know, and I can hear it all in your voice. You from Houston, right?
Yeah, I'm from H-Town.
And so it's weird for you to say, hey, I'm from Houston. I got this song that's really banging in the A, right? In the South, there's like this connection, but each region has its own sound. Can you talk about the difference between that Houston sound and that Atlanta sound?
Well, for the most part, man, the internet fucked all that up. Everybody sound the same. But as a person who loves music and a producer, there are distinctive sounds. H-Town, for the most part, you know, our traditional sound is a slower, lean, syrup style, you know what I'm saying? Our drums, it's more music in our beats. It's more chords, more, you know, live instruments on that side, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, when I started making my hits in 2010, I kind of changed that to more of a club sound, you know what I'm saying? So now you look up, Houston has an aggressive sound now, not so traditional like when Slim and Pow Wow and them was doing it, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, that's our traditional sound, you know what I'm saying? Slower, live instruments, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Now, when you get over to Memphis, to me, Memphis is a hi-hat city. Like it's just that long bass line with hi-hats and, you know what I'm saying? And it's just more stiffer drums, you know what I'm saying? Just like from 3-6 all the way up to Take Keep. You can listen to those patterns and you can hear Black Boy J beats on. You can tell that's Memphis, like how that beat come on, you know what I'm saying? And Atlanta, they sound to me is just more of, I just feel like out here, they get all the plugins first. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just figure out everything first. Like my dog TM88, man. Like I go to his house, we be making beats, and it's like the stuff that he's clicking on to be so advanced. I be like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like they keep their ears to the street for that new shit first out here. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere got this distinctive sound. You know what I'm saying? A place a lot of people sleep on, I think, is Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi have real dope producers because they right in the middle of the South. So they take the live instruments from H-Town and mix it with the hard 808s and shit from Atlanta. And then you got motherfuckers like Crit and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the South got distinctive sounds.
You know, we just did our event in Dallas, and we met a lot of producers from Louisiana.
Yeah,
too. That and it kind of really changed the way we were looking because they really got a sound. And one thing we kept telling them guys, like, don't try to sound like nobody else. Do Louisiana, man.
Man, you know, at the end of the day, man, I used to tell people that, but it's hard to tell a 16-year-old that today because they just trying to get in. They may be really broke. They just trying to get in, and they hear what's working. You know what I'm saying? Like Dallas. Shout out to my dog, Lil Mister.
Shouts out. That's the homie.
Lil Mister. That's the dope man. That's where I get all my shit from. You know what I'm saying? He know, like, you know what I'm saying? If my computer crashed from watching too much porn, I'm coming right back to Dallas and get all my plugins again from him. You know what I'm saying? But Dallas, they turn up this shit too, and they got a distinctive sound. You know, ever since the boogie era with my Dougie, they always had distinctive sound. So shout out to Dallas.
Yeah, so we know you as the Beat King, but you also go by Club Godzilla?
Club Godzilla, that's just my Instagram name.
Yeah.
Just, you know, make sure it was something anybody hasn't been taken yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, Club God, that came from most of my songs being club hits, you know what I'm saying? In Vegas, I have a lot of club hits.
But you do more than producing, right? You're an artist as well. You see you on your Instagram, your performances. So you want to talk about just taking someone that may not know exactly who you are, and they go on your Instagram like, who are
what
you?
the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it be strippers DMing me, man, can I come work at your club? Like, bitch, I don't own a club. I know it look like that, but I don't. But for the most part, man, I'm Beat King the rapper. That sounds retarded, but I'm Beat King the rapper. I've been making beats since I was 16. I've been rapping way before then, you know what I'm saying? I started making beats because they cost too much, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was 3 6 Mafia influenced. So when I was 16, a lot of my songs sounded just like that, you know, but as I got older and progressed, I developed my own style. You know, a lot of my albums, they have a lot of different subject matter in them, you know, but my club hits just blow up fast, you know what I'm saying? Those are what people come to me for, the ratchet shit, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, man, you know, I can tell you all I want to tell you, but you have to listen, man. It's everywhere, Apple Music, Spotify, all that. I've been like in Texas, like I'm legendary out there. Like, for real, like, no cap at all.
So these 160,000 followers, that's Texas? Or like, how did you get to 160,000?
I wouldn't say it's all Texas. I say it's just the fans from everywhere. You know, it's like people watch you but not follow you. I got way more fans than 160 people. People, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you had like big people reposting stuff like 50 Cent and like a couple other big names was reposting all your videos.
A lot of people watch my Instagram because it's actually entertaining. It's not me throwing a lot of money, none of that. It's when you come to my Instagram, it's really the artistry. I try to showcase all different sides, the artist side, the producing side, my performances. My single BDA is starting to really turn up out here, and that's why I'm out here every 2 weeks, just staying on these DJs in these clubs. Shout out to Swamp Izzo with Blue Flame. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be with Plug tonight at Club Crucial. I'm going to be at Magic City tonight. Shout out to Outer Space. Just everybody supporting the single out here. So I'm going to be out here a whole lot more. Just like letting people know more about the artist side because like on Instagram, you just do a lot of shit.
Yeah, you can't really pinpoint one little thing.
You know what I'm saying? I just not thought about that right now. I was like, yeah. Because people may think I'm a DJ. Yeah. They may think,
and don't get it twisted. It was interesting. Like, it drew me in, but I thought, this guy's a club DJ. He's got to be, right?
But you think making beats, you think being an artist and being in the club, they all kind of help you help your name? Like, do you think as a producer you should look to develop those skills too?
Well, to me, in entertainment, period. It's all about attention. Any way you can get it, that to where it's not, making you look crazy out here, you know what I'm saying? But if you some people like my beats, and I've drawn them in through that way. Some people like my hits, my songs, my ratchet shit, so I draw them in that way. Some people are just freaked out and like, who is this motherfucker putting cucumbers in girls' mouth? You know what I'm saying? So I draw them in that way. Every time I do a show, it go viral and shit damn near. So it's like, it's to the point other clubs and other artists are trying to do the cucumber shit and all that, you know what I'm saying? It's just funny, man. So
You ain't got no DJ gigs on the table?
people, they try to, like every week, people try to book me for DJ type shit. And it's not enough money for me.
Yeah.
It's not enough money for that. And there's no disrespect to DJs, but I make way more money doing my normal artist shows than DJ in a club all night.
That's facts.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
so like, as far as your come up, was it a lot of just like I started putting out music and I slowly built my fan base? Were there some relationships that got built? Like what really, went into?
You know what's funny about that is like, it's a lot of younger artists that look up to me in H-Town and they ask me, what did you do to get on? And I can tell them that, but shit has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like when my turn up was starting, like 2009-ish, 2010, one of the most popular colleges in Texas, Prairie View, A&M. And that's where I would take all my music. You know what I'm saying? I would have CDs and my albums and take them to all the colleges. You know what I'm saying? And I tell artists all the time, if you want to find your sound, go to college parties and just stand there and listen to the production, listen to what triggers the crowds and all that, and you will be able to find out how to, because like at college parties, they listening to what's going to be hits in 5 months. You know what I'm saying? They singing it word for word, maybe shit you ain't never heard before. You just like, what the fuck is this? And to them, it's old already. By the time it hit the radio, they been knowing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
That's facts.
I would take my music to colleges, and still to this day, that's where my strength lies, the colleges. That's where it really turns me up. And, but today, I don't even have a CD player in my car. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, today, a new artist has to be a character on social media. Not you just have to be interesting. Somebody has to really be drawn into you on social media, and then they care about the music. That's backwards as fuck, but you know what I'm saying? If you can will somebody in through what you do socially, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, then they be like, oh man, this motherfucker's funny, he seemed cool. Let me listen to the music now.
Yeah.
And that shit weird, but it's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta either get the streets behind you in the clubs, or you have to be a character on social media.
I was gonna say, so two things that I heard that make a lot of sense to me when I see the number 160,000, right? One is the character, right? And from the moment we looked at you on Instagram, when I saw you down in the lobby, did we get a good shot of his shirt there?
Oh yeah, man, get that pussy to a legend. Yeah, man.
You definitely are a character. But here's the other thing I heard too. You got a college audience.
Yeah.
And that's
real big
huge.
one.
That's huge for up and coming artists. A lot of the shows you're gonna book, you're gonna go through Sonic Bids, right? And Sonic Bids does a lot of college touring. And those college kids, they're the way their consumer behavior is, they move in mass like that. So if you can get all the college kids around the country behind you, you're gonna have a big following. So
That's definitely what happened with Yachty, because I remember being down at Georgia State. We had known about Yachty for a while before he actually blew up. And then once you start seeing him on like the Sprite commercials, Target, it's like, dang, he's really taking off
Those
now.
colleges really turn you up. And the thing about it is you have to stay consistent because those kids grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to always stay consistent and reinvent yourself. Like, my hair wasn't green 3 months ago. But it just happened because the cucumber shit, and I started calling myself Disgustin Justin. I was like, man, let me just try something new and young. You know what I'm saying? And the bitches start liking it. So, once the bitches start liking it, like, well, I'm stuck.
He's like a rapper / like pro wrestler type shit going on over here.
Y'all two have a little match.
So, all right, so you got verified on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Or excuse me, on Instagram.
Both of them, Instagram
and Twitter. How long ago?
I got Instagram. I got verified on Instagram. I say last summer. Last summer. One of my friends, Steve Chavez, he He hooked me up with that. And the thing about it is everybody, like people always ask me, rappers, strippers, how you do that? How you do that? I'm like, honestly, man, he wouldn't have been able to do it for me unless I was in major publication. You know what I'm saying? Instagram has to look at you and be like, who the fuck are you?
What was the publication?
Are you a public? I'm in a lot of stuff, from South by Southwest stuff to Rolling Stone, XXL, Noisy. Like, if you're in publications and you're very Googleable, if that's the word. You know what I'm saying? Then it's easy for them. Like, okay, this motherfucker is somebody. Now, if you just making funny videos on Instagram and not trying down that, because you may have 1 million followers from that, you still may not be on paper considered a major public figure. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's all it was, man. He got it done in one day.
So there's really no process someone can go through to get
process.
verified.
Some people are like, man, once you hit 100,000, you just automatically get. No, you have to. Someone has to email them like, hey, Beat King is a bad motherfucker. Check him out. And okay, he is a bad motherfucker. Blue check. And it's the same way with Twitter, but Instagram is a little harder than Twitter.
I was gonna say because there's some people on Instagram that got like 5,000 followers.
They're still not verified.
No, they are verified.
Oh, they are.
I've seen people.
Oh
with
yeah,
like,
that's right. Yeah,
you know,
have like 1,000 followers and they verify. Like, who the fuck are you?
Oh yeah,
it's because they probably in some South by Southwest article or
some shit like
something that's veered as important.
So you're in Atlanta. You know, you're strategizing right now, right? Because you're running down on these DJs, and now you already have relationships with these DJs. But for an artist that's coming out the gate and they're like, yeah, I need to work my record in the club. Like, what are some of the steps to building the relationships with the DJs? Do you just go to the club? Do you just go walk up to the DJ booth? Do you buy them a drink? Like, what's your steps?
Well, honestly, man, the first step is make sure you got a song that's gonna work in the club. You know what I'm saying? Some artists they bring their super lyrical songs to the club. They're like, yeah, man, can you play my shit? And your 808s ain't hitting right. You're rapping too much. Like, bitches are drunk. They don't want to learn trigonometry in the club. They just want to pop that pussy. Dudes want to throw paper and like they sell drugs, and that's all they want to, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's no knock to the lyrical stuff, because I can rap too, you know what I'm saying? But you have to, you know what I'm saying, realize where you are. You know, if you want club support, your song gonna have to come on like Lil Gunna's song. You know what I'm saying? It has to sonically sound like what's gonna work in the club. You know what I'm saying? Now the work in the song portion of that. Oh, what's up?
No, I wanted to ask you that because I wanted you to get to the other part. But you've been doing this since 2009. What's hot in the club? And as I'm running my mental Rolodex back, it has changed.
Oh yeah,
it's changing every 6 months. What's different about the club record now than it was 9 years ago?
Back then, when I came in the game when Dallas was really popping. You know, Mr. Hit That Hole, you know, when Memphis was signing people, my Dougie, with Stanky Leg. Remember all them old Dallas hits, you know what I'm saying? Ricky Bobby, all that. You know what I'm saying? I came in that era. But I never was the dance. Like, I'm 6'3", like I'm not, I can't move like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, but I like bitches though. And like I go to the strip club and I see them dancing. So I made music like that with the same type of production. And that's how I was able to get in, you know, over time, you know what I'm saying? I think when Miley Cyrus started using the word twerk, like in 2013, that sound kind of went down a little bit because she commercialized it. Then it went real anthem-y. You know, it's stuff like In Love with the Coco, shit like that, and Flick of the Wrist, it got real anthem-y. So you had to make anthems like in 2014-ish, 15-ish.
You feel like it got slower over time?
No, I just think you have to make really big hooks that make people feel like bosses in the club. You know what I'm saying? They got real anthem-y. And now, where it's at now, me and my partners, we make fun of, we don't make fun of the initial sound, we make fun of when people copy other people. We call it hood nigga struggle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like you listen to the NBA young boys, I'm saying, ain't going outside today, but you talking about real street shit. And when Lucci does it, when NBA young boy does it, when the Rez Deshaun, when he does it, it sounds good. It's from a real authentic place. But when things work, people were like, oh, that worked for him, let me do it now. Now you got all these people who are not street niggas just trying to make these struggle songs like, yeah, man, I haven't had nothing. I'm like, man, I know your mama got money. You're lying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the where we at right now. You know, a lot of harmonizing hooks about people talking about they never had nothing and what they had to do to come up.
Is that a little weird to you?
I mean,
I'm not talking about the theme of the song, but I really had that observation the other day. I'm like, man, this song's like people are going crazy with this song. The song is depressing.
You know, me personally, man, I'm from the hood and I grew up really not having shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand how people can be in a club and a song that touches you like that to make you scream the lyrics, and the music gives people a feeling. So when those songs resonate with people, I can understand how it make them feel. But when somebody is lying, you can tell, like I got a friend, like I know his parents got money. I know he's making hooks like that. I'm like, dawg, man, why are you doing? He's like, man, this shit working. I'm like, man, but it's not gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying? People can, like I was type of rapper, man, like I never lied in songs, you know what I'm saying? I never sold dope, so I never rapped about that. Even though half these niggas ain't sold dope either, you know what I'm saying? I never rapped about that shit. Like, what's real to me, I like bitches, so I rap about that, and that's when the fans came, you know? So when you rap about something that's real to you, people are gonna... I just saw a documentary on Netflix about Logic. You know,
that shit was
like
out.
I heard his music, I'm very familiar with it, but I didn't know that much about him, and... that's a real nerdy guy, but his fan base is too, and they really understand where he coming from, his language, how he talks to them, and it's all about connecting, man, whatever.
You know, that brings up a good point, because I always wonder for artists that may not feel comfortable talking about their truth, because maybe their truth isn't something that's
not
so
popping.
Cool. Exactly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how does someone still be truthful but still get like clout or still get the playtime, you know what I mean?
It depends on what type of person you are. You know, some people, you have your Pusha T's where they like, fuck the radio, fuck that shit, I'm finna spit. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, then fuck you. This is what I make. I make lyrical music that will connect to that audience. And then you have an artist who may be like that, but they still mindful enough to know that, okay, well, I don't want to be stubborn and stiff, because that'll be the only fan base I have. Maybe I can harmonize a little bit on this Southside beat too. And like a person like Jay-Z, he's been picking the right beats for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You know how to, straight up, you know how to get on a crazy Timberland beat that nobody can really catch lyrically like that, but still ride a Southside beat the right way with a Future hook. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, depending on what type of artist you are. If you want to have that balance, if you want that over here too, then, you know, there'd be times where I'm sitting there fighting with myself. I'm like, man, I just want to be really dark and raw. But I just be like, man, but these hoes got to dance too. You know what I'm saying? So make sure I throw like 2 or 3 of them on the album too. And,
I think when you, as an artist, know what your truth is, it becomes easier to figure out that kind of... I'm thinking of Nick Grant. Right, Nick Grant, I can think of a song he has with live instrumentation. I can think of a song he has as boom bap, but then he got a song that's a straight trap beat with, I think, not Plies, Yo Gotti, called The Switch Up, right? But I think he's only able to do that because he understands who he is as an artist and what his truth is. And he's not that guy I'm gonna rap about dope dealing if I never sold dope. You know what I'm saying?
see, what's the thing about it is beats allow you to be able to be a chameleon. It's like, you go to the strip club, everything is about selling dope in that hoe. I was just there last night. Every song is about selling dope. But if your beat comes on the exact same way as that beat, you can really rap about anything, long as the bitches don't stop dancing. That's how I've been able to last, because my beats, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a Jeezy song just go off, or, you know what I'm saying, or a Future song just go off. Like, they don't play twerk music in strip clubs, because that's considered young, friendly type music, twerk music. But when my shit come on, they play it, my voice is a little deeper. It's not friendly like that, you know, and I rapping about a bitch dancing, and they'll play that because it still sounds serious, because of the beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's really with the beats. You know, the biggest chameleon in the game is Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like
his latest
I
album.
wanted to listen. I told
like
Dylan when I
it's-
came in, I said, "This is Drake got everybody right."
Yeah.
The Carters when they drop a nice, cute 9-song EP because it's what's in right now, and then Kanye does his, and they all have 7 and 8 songs, and Drake smacked your ass with 28 songs. He took his fans, divided them into 4 groups, and said, "I'm about to make money off all you motherfuckers."
That's a streaming trick though. That's when you drop those albums with that many songs, it make people click more. And it makes your streaming go higher. It's the same reason Culture 2 was like, 20-something songs. Like, it's the more songs you have, like, it was still, I believe that was a strategic plan with Kanye. And it's like, we're going to drop these 7-song albums from the whole label. And once we're done, everybody going to listen to them all together. You know what I'm saying? When you can, now to me, I used to do that back in the day, but young people, their attention span, it's like when you got that many songs, they listen to them all probably once, and then they find their favorites and playlist that. You know what I'm saying? And, nowadays, I don't really move like that. I try to put the ones that I really like, you know what I'm saying? And the ones I don't pick for the album, I just put them out, as singles later on that year or whatever. But, yeah, man, it's that you have to, it depends on what type of artist you are, what you want from the game, is you may have something, but the part that you don't have, it looks really good when you see it with somebody else. You be like, man, okay, I'm on the radio, but I'm not doing festivals like that. Or you may be like, man, I'm doing festivals like that, but when I walk in the strip club, these bitches don't go nuts for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like maybe a producer, like, I'm really good at sampling. Like, this shit dope, but ain't no gangsters jamming my shit because all my drums are dusty and they real hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Or you may make real dope-ass, hard-ass, gross beat-using ass strip club shit, but you be like, damn, J. Cole would never rap to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's
always a different way.
Yeah, whatever you have, whatever you don't have looks real good when you don't have it.
What about for producers? Do you feel like they should, let's say we have like a nerdy kid, but he makes hard trap beats. Do you feel like do you feel like beats kind of allow him to hide behind a trap beat, or does he need to be more like, do you have to look what you make? If that makes sense, what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I know it's different rules for producers, right?
To me, it's what you see. It's all about words, and what you say can start good or bad things for you. Now, you can't disrespect somebody with a snare. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you really can't. With rapping, it's very different. Now, with producing, you can be the hardest trap producer out here, making beats for all the trap rappers and all that, but you watch Degrassi too. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter. If you're a producer, it's, you know what I'm saying? It don't really matter. But rapping is very different. Like, rapping, you have to be who you are. Whatever you rap about, that will be at your shows. Straight up.
We are in Dallas. The guy that won.
I missed that too. I wonder. I would have had a show.
Oh, it's all recaps though, man. If you could check it out on YouTube, man. We dropped the Q&A. I think the actual event is to come. The guy who won, when he walked up, I said, "This guy looks like an engineer, not a sound engineer."
Oh, you talking about
Megatron?
Yeah,
I just did a couple of collabs with him over the weekend. Not a sound engineer. This dude looked like Silicon Valley engineer, and then blew your head off with these beats.
You know what's crazy? I got a production team called Texas Hammers, and my dog, he's I met him when he was 16. He's like 20 now, or probably 19. But when I met him, he was 16. He was so good. Still good. He's better at things. He's better than me at certain things, like the technical side of what everything does in Fruity Loops and all that. And with these young kids, man, you'll find a 12-year-old who will shit on you because all you do is sit at home and watch tutorial videos all day on YouTube. What everything does in Gross Beat or Effectrix, what everything does in that whole, and they'll make one pattern and make a whole beat out there, one pattern, just by freaking it 9 different ways and cloning it. And it's a whole beat. from one pattern. Just freaking it 5 different ways and 5 different tracks. And I sat there and watched it. I'm like, man, you just really programmed the beat. You ain't even make it. You just...
You think if it gets the job done, you think like if it gets the job done, it gets the job done?
They get the job done. Goddamn, my dog TM88, he don't have a keyboard in that house. he's clicking the mouse. He'll shake his dress.
So
in 10 minutes, you hear some crazy shit, and he just emailed it to Uzi, and now he's got more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, just click. Beat programmers.
wait, and I saw he's making like rock songs too, right? He making them rock songs, NFL?
Man, he's making anything. Like, that's one of my favorite producers in the game. You know what I'm saying? And he inspires me a lot because that's another person who knows what everything does in Fruity Loops. Like, you know how you'll click on something like roast beat or something, man, you just like, man, I don't know how to do my own shit really in here. I can move this little decimal, but it ain't moving. I can't. He'll just be like, how the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it's like people like that, I call them aliens, because they really like learned everything those programs do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and I watch him and then I go back to H-Town and steal all that shit.
You said
You know what I'm
you said you had a production team?
Mm-hmm. Texas Hammers.
So is that something is that more of a long-term play? Because I know, or is the artist, like, what's your route for the long term? I'm curious to hear that.
Well, for the most part with me, you mean like just as a producer or artist?
Yeah, just like in general. Because, you know, right now, like at the age you're at now, being in a club is cool. But 10, 15 years from now, you trying to sit on a couch.
Can't be an artist forever.
You know what I mean? So I was just wondering to see what's your long-term play more like.
Well, starting that off, man, I have songs that are like real big worldwide. Like Throw That Ass, that's probably my biggest song. You play that anywhere in the country, Japan, Germany, Brazil, London, they're gonna go nuts to that. So just off that song alone, I don't have to do shit. I pay my bills every month.
How did that song break?
Colleges.
Okay. And more specifically, you know one place I used to hear that song where when I wasn't hearing that song on the radio, I wasn't hearing that song on TV. I wasn't even hearing it in the club. You know where I was hearing that song most? On Vine.
Yeah. Stuff like that's like, that came out when Vine first came out too. You know what I'm saying?
Is it fair to say that Vine helped break that record? I'm just gonna go ahead and ask you.
Yeah. It was a girl. It was these girls from Houston. They call themselves Dat Ahh. And they just danced in their house on the counters, couches, and everything. And that little 7-second video really helped Throw That Ass. You know
I
they
heard
all
this,
strippers now too.
That song went from Vine to the club.
Yeah.
Now, how you like that shit?
Hey man, that it's shit like that, man. The internet, that's the culture we in, man. Yeah. People, they get on their phones to be entertained. You know, they may be going through something rough. They want to see something funny. So that's kind of how somebody like Cardi B can turn up. She's a character. She empowers females who, you know, may be going through something, and they'll see a funny video from her, and that'll make her clout rise up to the point where she on Love and Hip Hop, and she's talking about doing music, but you ain't really taking it serious. You're like, yeah, you just got a fat ass or whatever, but you know, she was very serious about that music shit. You love the personality so much that you tuned in to the music. So it's like with Instagram, you have to, social media period, it could be Twitter, shit could be Facebook. People sleep on Facebook, but Facebook can turn to YouTube.
But not only that, he's a third. You realize he's a third person in 2 weeks to say people are sleeping on Facebook.
Michi said it.
Yeah, Burn one said it.
Yep, Burn.
See, the thing about Facebook, Instagram can do it too. But when Instagram does it, it looks bought and staged. But with Facebook, you can really put money into your posts. Like, you can just make a post, man, I'm sleepy today, and all your followers will see it. But if you decide to put $500 into that I'm sleepy today post, the whole country would know that you're sleepy. And it doesn't say sponsored on it.
Yeah.
You know, Instagram does it. It say sponsored, you paid us for clout. You know what I'm saying? But Facebook, a lot of Instagram models, they do their pictures like that. You can, if you're recording this podcast on Facebook, you can put money into that and everybody will see it. And like Facebook can really turn you up. It's a lot of people that have 1 million followers on Facebook, but on Twitter or IG, they're nobody. You know what I'm saying?
So we read that you were influenced by 2 Live Crew.
No, I'm not really influenced by 2 Live Crew. I respect what they do.
Where do we get that from?
Uncle
Luke.
Luke.
Yeah. Well, I'm influenced by
not necessarily the music,
the freaked outness of it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I think this is where my turn up was really turned up this year because I'm showing people things they haven't seen in like 20 years. Like, and it's not white girls doing like the shit that's going on in my show. It's really white girl shit. Sucking cucumbers and going crazy. These are black girls doing this, and black girls don't do shit like that.
Bro, when I opened up the page, I said,
like,
this looks like Uncle Luke meets Howard Stern.
He followed me, and that's how I knew that he was sitting on my IG like, all right, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looking at it like, you know, he ain't as crazy as I was, but
he doing something.
He'll get there.
Has your mom ever seen your Instagram?
Well, I don't know if she got Wi-Fi in heaven, you know, but no.
Snap.
No, she knew what it was like before she passed. She passed 2015.
She raised this boy.
She passed 2015, so I was already on. You know what I'm saying?
How's your family? Like anybody? You ever get like people saying stuff to you, like maybe old people, old friends, or
man? People say stuff to you only in the beginning when you're not making money.
Yeah.
When you're telling people what you're gonna do or what you're gonna be. If they're like, man, that shit ain't, you need to get you a job. You're not really. Now, when you start making money and everybody wants something now.
Yeah.
Nobody care what you're doing then. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm real closed off to family like that. I don't really talk to everybody in my family like that. I talk to my kids and that's it really.
How old are your kids?
My kids are 6 and 7.
They might see some of this stuff one day.
They gonna see it. They just not starting to learn like who I am. You know, it's like my 7-year-old. She's on internet all day now, and she's like, "Oh my God, Daddy, you a real rapper? You're on YouTube. Look at all these people singing your songs. Look at all these people singing your song." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm famous-ish." You know. She's like, "Can you call Cardi B?" I'm not that famous. I don't know Cardi B. That's her favorite rapper. I don't know Cardi B, you know, but you know, I can call somebody in Atlanta for you, maybe. I don't know.
So that's yours. Remember, Zaytoven said he worked with he worked with Key Glock to impress his son.
No, it wasn't Key Glock.
Who was it?
Was
it Lil Baby?
No, I think it was Uzi. Who? It was some.
It was one of the new guys. Who?
Yeah,
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
Yeah, it was one of the new guys. But he did it specifically
just to
impress his son. Yeah.
I'll meet Cardi one day. You know what I'm saying? And she could be, oh my God.
So we have like for producers that are a little bit older that have their kids that see what they do. It may not, you know, that's something that you have to teach your kids or tell them about as they get older. How do you balance that? I'm just curious to see that. Like, how do you balance dealing with like maybe you're in the nightclub life or whatever, and then explain that to your kids?
Well, for the most part, they're not that old yet.
Yeah.
You know, they have seen the cucumber stuff and they laugh at it. You know, they laugh at it. Yeah, they laugh at it. They don't really know what it means or.
Brother, you know I got the hard question coming for you now, right?
Yeah, they don't know what it means.
You walk in the kitchen one day and they in there licking cucumbers.
you know, for the most part, man, people hit me with that question on IG all the time, and all I would do is laugh. I'm very goofy and childish. Like, I'd laugh because I know they don't know what it means. Now, if you're doing that and you know what it means,
it's a different conversation.
It's a conversation. I'm not gonna hate you or nothing, but for the most part, what's crazy is the only reason I'm getting away with this is because it is vegetables. Like, I know Instagram wants to take my shit down, but it's not like these are dildos. It's not like they sucking real dick on stage. Like, these are vegetables. And that's the bottom line about it. It is produce.
So my man's hiding behind the whole food.
Which brings us to a segment called Overrated, Underrated on the Producergrind podcast before we get too far out of here on cucumbers.
But yeah, man, it's
Beatking, explicit. Rated R on this podcast.
Beatking, you're an Overrated, Underrated with Producergrind podcast. I don't know if we're going to get kicked out of building, kicked off YouTube, I don't know. But I like this show, though. We'll keep it rolling. So.
No, man, I just try to bring people, man, maybe young people who didn't grow up on BET Uncut, stuff like that, man. You know,
somebody just put up like Tip Drill was like the 15th anniversary of Tip Drill Pass or something.
Tip Drill was legendary.
Glass.
When that shit came out, man, I jacked off to that video a lot back in the day.
You
like,
put them on the glass or mix a lot.
yeah, man. Well, you know, it's so much shit that didn't happen. It's not, people are not excited no more. It's like BET uncovers the shit because you ain't have a computer in your room in 2003. And with internet, you know what I'm saying? So the only place you could see something like that was at 3 o'clock in the morning on BET after the pastor go off screaming and shit.
And by today's standards, they ain't all that uncut no more.
No, it's not. It's all on Instagram, Twitter. You want to see porn now? You get on Twitter. It's just there.
Boonk Gang. What is that?
He in Houston going hard.
That dude, I opened up my junk. He was just straight smashing on Instagram. I'm like, I gotta.
Boonk Gang was going crazy.
No, he just hella high. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. He just hella high, and that ain't safe.
You think he went a little too far?
He does it. He does it for you to say, man, you think he going too far? He does that shit like that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna knock somebody for doing what they do to get their money. But
you can't if you got them out here looking cucumbers getting you.
Yeah, you know, but for the most part, man, I'd say it's nothing wrong with recording yourself. Just put a condom on, man, because man, that shit ain't safe, man. And once you get some of that shit, you out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just put a condom on, man. He out there raw. Just
how do you this is actually a little more a question about like how do you do something that's original on Instagram or on Twitter that in a place that's like so saturated? Like you came up with something that's original. How does someone else do that?
Like, well, no, people out here smashing on Instagram. How you go? Come on.
I mean, where else can you break through? You know what I mean?
For the most part, you have to figure out what type of artist you are, and how can you build on that. Like last year, I went on tour. But the person I went into the tour with, he was trying to sabotage it. He didn't promote the shows the way they're supposed to be promoted. And it had me feeling really fucked up about that shit. A lot of my fans were getting cheated out of their money and stuff. And I was trying to figure out what can I do to bounce out of that. I was like, well, I'll put out my next single. And normally what I do is I put a song out and I work it in the clubs. And after that, the radio picks it up. And then when the radio picks it up, that's when I drop a video to extend the life of the song. But I was like, let me just try something for the first time. Let me try to put the video out first. And from there, see what happens. And I was like, well, okay, well, how can I make sure everybody watch this video? Well, I just put eggplants and cucumbers on all the bitches' mouth and have them naked, but put Uno cards on their nipples. Like anything I could do to make people watch. And when I did that, while it was going on, I'm on Snapchat the whole time. I had a high-rise apartment in Dallas. We were just shooting everything. I'm documenting my life that night. It's on Pornhub right now if you want to watch it. And it was my Snapchat was kind of behind the scenes simulation or whatever. And at the end of the night, like at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I looked at my Snapchat. It was 65,000 views. I said, what the fuck? And my Snapchat kept freezing. There was so many people watching it. So,
and what were your numbers like before that? Before
that, it was 5,000 and 6,000. You know what I'm saying? I went to my Twitter. My Twitter was freeze. I can hardly scroll. There was so many tweets coming in and shit. And I was like, God damn. And I was trending in Houston, Austin, Dallas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Mississippi. My whole region, Oklahoma, Missouri, Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana.
The tri-states.
I was trending off my Snapchat. So we put the video out the next day. We couldn't waste no time. But my Snapchat the numbers was going up. And it was so crazy. I put it on Pornhub. You type in Beat King, behind the scenes scream video. It's on Pornhub right now. And
can you monetize on Pornhub?
Huh?
Asking for a friend.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm joking, but no, I've been wondering about that because people are getting a lot of views on they got to be making money. You have to be making money.
You have to send Pornhub a picture of you holding a sign that says Pornhub.com. Once you do that, they'll verify your account. Once they verify your account, you can officially make money off it.
So like 1,000 views, real money. 100,000 views, real money.
Probably about 500,000 views can pay some bills.
How many does that video have?
It's probably about 200,000. And that's how I didn't promote it or nothing. If I would have been on my IG like, watch this, That'd be 160,000 more people watching.
So you got a real stream of income on, because for people watching out there, everything on them porn sites ain't like straight porn. Like you might have had a party with some TNA in it.
It's people who just record their lives and you can't put it on IG, so they put it on Pornhub. And it's I was thinking about shooting a video.
Don't make that face. Streams of income. Streams of income. I'm only asking because it's a stream of income.
Like it's to the point where you can shoot your video and then put your uncut version of it on Pornhub, and that's your money too. You know what I'm saying? I'll think about doing that next time.
Bro, that's a real stream. Like when people pay all this money for models, right? Yes, a whole nother stream of income. You're gonna have them same 3 hours with the model shooting the video. Just had the last hour take their top off, and now you get 2. That's smart, man. I respect entrepreneurship.
It's everything is entrepreneurship. It's like females who like to record themselves fucking, they can now put that shit on Pornhub and make money. It's like it's Apple Music. You can get paid for any type of talent you have today. If you're good at it.
We have Beatking, aka Club Godzilla, on Overrated, Underrated on the Producergrind podcast. Overrated. We present you with 5 topics. You simply respond overrated or underrated. If we feel it merits further discussion,
all right,
we'll ask you to explain it. Overrated, underrated, bad publicity.
It's underrated, I believe, because we talking about Boonk Gang now.
Man, you read my mind.
Yeah, like now getting hit and fucking bitches raw that you don't know, that ain't safe, but people are talking about it. And that's his thing. He wants people to talk about you. So people may think it's bad. It's what Boonk Gang on this summer. You know what I'm saying? So everybody talking about it. Now, to me, I feel like it's the difference between publicity and clout chasing. Now, clout chasing makes you look bad as a person because you're seeking out the negative attention. Now, if you just living your life, you know what I'm saying, you just keep catching L's like Bow Wow, there's nothing you can really do. This is how you are as a person, you know what I'm saying? But through the negative and the jokes, you still keep Bow Wow name in your mouth, you know what I'm saying? And, a TV exec may see that and be like, all right, we can use him to host this show or something because people are talking about him. So it's bad publicity. It's all bad, but if you're trying to get paid off entertainment, people not gonna like you all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, underrated.
Overrated, underrated on the Producergrind podcast with Beatking. Overrated, underrated, props.
Props. That's underrated to me because I love props in my shows. Shit, man. I go to Walmart before I get to any city. Straight up. When I get to your state, it be fans. They be like, oh my God, nigga really in here buying this shit in my city. Oh shit. I buy them cucumbers and eggplants and shit before the shows, Straight up, man. My hair is green now. That's a prop. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's gonna have you out here looking crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But props is cool. Battle rap is props now. People coming outside on stage with all type of shit, and they use the TV screens in the background, and they may have a person.
Battle rappers?
Yeah, battle rap like URL and Grind Time and all. I say Grind Time. King of the Dot. You know what I'm saying? It's props in battle rap now. You know what I'm saying? People come out they jacket with shit while they rapping and shit, and props cool.
I just have an appreciation for the logistics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go to an event, we know we're gonna do bottles. Hey, don't forget at some point we gotta stop and get bottles, make sure we have sparklers. Like, all right, so we got the mics, we got hey, did y'all get the cucumbers? Y'all get the carrots? and the
oh yeah, that shit.
And the eggplants? Okay, cool.
It's serious. I be having to get to the grocery store before they close and shit. Cause they gonna be closed at 11 or 10ish. If they don't have everybody got Walmart. You know what I'm saying? But some Walmarts close at 10 now.
Yeah.
Because in places in Texas, people be robbing them hoes and
I was like,
shit.
it sounds the same place you can't get alcohol after 9 or something. Overrated, underrated, the Producergrind podcast with Beatking. Overrated, underrated, paid promotion on Instagram.
That to me, it go both ways. It can be underrated or overrated because if you already have a name or you have some content that's really good that people want to see, if you put money into it, it'll make your audience bigger. But some people pay and they don't have a fan base, they don't have the content. you paying for everybody to see this bullshit, like, and nobody cares. Somebody's talking about it. All your comments are negative. You know, it's like so. It go both ways. You know, it's I've put money into Facebook ads. Never for Instagram, no. I just feel like on Instagram, you just scroll and obviously you see sponsor. What the fuck?
What about like influencer paid promotion? Uncle Biscuit or, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
SSE, something like that.
They already got the fan base. They already, you know what I'm saying? They doing it just to expand it.
But I mean, like, if I'm up and coming and I go to a Biscuit, you know what I mean? Is that overrated, underrated? If I'm up and coming, I come to a Beatking.
That's good. That's good.
Is that something you do?
No, I don't do that because my Instagram from me, motherfucker. But for the most part, it's good though, man. Anything that can further exposure, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to hunt down Adam 22 when I go to LA next time. You know what I'm saying? Because when he interviews you, a lot of eyes come on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you did the DJ Small Eyes joint, right?
Mm-hmm. I was out here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Me and Small's been cool for years. Like he was a person that was watching my turn up back in 2011. You know what I'm saying? But I've been doing interviews with him since 2015. You know, so
how many have you done?
I say 3 so far. This last one was my latest one. That's because the green hair and the cucumbers, all that shit going crazy.
He hit you up or you hit him up?
We kind of hit each other up. You know what I'm saying? I come to ATL, he hit me up. But this time I hit him up because, like, I really wanted to do that interview this time. I wanted to let everybody know that other people are copying.
How does that process look? Like, if somebody wanted to get on their show, what would they do?
Should just make noise. Just like, if you making noise, like, people gonna find you. Like, if you really, like, if you see somebody sucking some cucumbers, you're like, why is this going on? And who brought them in there? Like, what's going on? It's gonna bring you to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you click enough hashtags, it's gonna direct you to me. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing stuff that's popping, period, just anything, it's gonna bring a fan base to your eyes and anything, and people gonna be trying to interview you.
You ever be sitting next to somebody you be thinking, he got to be thinking, I'm really nastier than this, but I'm trying to hold it together for this shit right here. Overrated, underrated on the Producergrind podcast with Beat King. Overrated, underrated DJing.
DJing, man, that's I'll never say it's overrated. DJs make the world spin. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of in today, it's a lot of internet rappers. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. That's your fan base. They're on the internet, but DJs are what connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? You may have a direct relationship to your fan base through the internet, but the DJs spread it to other people. You know, I have a real high respect for DJs. It's how I've been able to last for almost 10 years. DJs play my music all over the country, and I give them drops, whatever they need from me, anything like that. But DJs are very important. Like, they are the connection. They work for you when you're not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's DJs who send me snaps to them playing my music overseas, all type of shit. I'm like, man, I'm not there to get it to them, so I'm glad you played it there. You know what I'm saying? So it's DJs, I believe they underrated. One thing I saw last year on Instagram I thought was disrespectful. Somebody said the internet would be the new DJ. And I was like, that never happened. That never happened because DJs, the internet can't do what humans do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like people are purposely trolling DJs and producers?
I just think when young people find something that works for them, they just discredit everything else before them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you know, it's like they work for me, so I don't give a fuck who did it before me. I don't give a fuck about your way. I don't care about none of that. And, you know, and that's cool. That's what being young is about. You know, but one day, in about 5 years, those internet rappers will look up and your fan base grew up kind of on some J. Cole shit. Like, your fan base is not as swole as it used to be, and you're going to need support. And the DJ is going to have to bring you back up. You know what I'm saying? DJs is what really get shit popping. You can ask Future. DJs have been carrying him for years.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Producergrind podcast, overrated, underrated. Lastly, throwing money in the club.
You know, Cause that's something I don't do. And all my music is mostly strip club shit. And I don't do it. Because if I'm in a strip club, I'm either promoting a song or I'm eating. The strip club is the only place you can get wings in the middle of the night. Chicken in the middle of the night. Fried food in the middle of the night.
Is that some Texas shit, bro? Because I swear to God, we asked YL with like what y'all do. He's like, we go to V Live and eat.
That's some South shit. Like, for real. That's the only place you can get chicken in the middle of the night. It's a strip club. You know what I'm saying? And throwing money, it depends on what type of artist you are. J. Cole and Kendrick do not have to throw money in the club. You probably won't even see them in the strip club. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have to throw money because that's not their image. Now, if you a trap rapper and all you rap about is having money, when you walk in the club, the bitch is like, prove it. If you don't throw any money, we're going to stop playing these songs. We won't believe you. You know what I'm saying? And with me, I kind of dance on both ends of that. Like, I'm rapping about bitches dancing, but I don't throw, for the most, bitches walk up to me and dance on me for free. Like, I don't even, I guess because I'm a rapper and shit, but other than that, man, I don't throw money because, shit, bitch.
That was Overrated, Underrated on the Producergrind podcast with Beat King.
That was a wild one, right?
That was a wild.
That was a wild one.
Throwing money, that's funny to me. I got kids and shit. Get on that shit.
Bro, so people may not necessarily want to do what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what can they take away from your success, and like what things can they learn from you?
From me, man, try to do more than one thing. You know, that's always been my thing. Like, go back to my Instagram, it showcased a lot of different sides of me, the artist side, the production side, my performance side. Like, you know, somebody like Drake, he raps and sings, you know, I make beats, and it also allows me to never be able to be left behind. I can listen to what's going on and, you know what I'm saying, do my way of how to fit in what's working today. Or when you make beats, you can change what's working. You know what I'm saying? It's do more than one thing. You know, if you're an artist and a DJ, that's a form of cheating too. You can break your own single if you're starting to get popping as a DJ. You know what I'm saying? It's DJs in Texas that do that. They are an artist and a DJ, and they break their own shit every year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just do more than one thing, and just keep your ears to the street as far as music. You know, listen to what's working. I hate when people say, man, I don't listen to other people's shit, man. I don't listen to my shit, man. You're a lie. There's no way you cannot listen to what's going on because you can't get lost. Not saying lost. Listen, make sure you ain't sounding like somebody else. You gotta listen to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, yeah. Just do more than one thing, and straight up, that's all I can say.
So,
All right.
So what about how often you making music these days? Like, how often you make beats and how often you make songs?
Honestly, I don't make as many beats as I need to lately. You know what I'm saying? I've been in album mode with Gangsta Boo. We dropping our second album together. The first album we did in 2014, it came out and did hella numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Gangsta Boo from 3-6.
Mm-hmm. It's like my big sister.
Damn it, man.
She we dropped our album in 2014 called Underground Cassette Tape Music. And Rolling Stone, they were saying it was one of the best albums of the year. All the major publications did it. We didn't have a publicist, we just put it out. And all the publications were still picking it up. So we are one song away from completing that. So that's been like my whole focus, you know, since February. You know what I'm saying? Getting that album done. So it's almost done now. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where my focus has been at. But for the most part, man, beats, I don't make them as much as I need to. I got a lot of producer friends, and they make like 2 or 3 a day. And I used to do that, but I'm an artist too. Like I was just chilling with TM, and we made like a couple beats together. And he was like letting me hear shit. He was going behind menus. I was like, damn, you had a lot of fucking beats. I was like, I don't make that. But he said, because you're an artist, you don't have time to. He's like, you make songs, you be on the road all the time. You can make beats, but you ain't got time to mix them at your house and shit. You ain't got time to perfect and edit them and do all that, So when I get time to really just sit down and shit, I go in on a beat binge. But for the most part, I'm always out of town, and you can make beats on the road and shit, but everybody's studios sound different. And you may think your shit hitting, but it ain't.
Harder to focus too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can sit down and make a beat when you're in the car, but you don't really want to.
Yeah, you can't really edit it. Like you can, but it's not. And see, I'm weird. I don't edit my beats in Fruit Loops. I edit them in Pro Tools. So I make the beat and I just export all the loops in the Pro Tools, and that's where I do all the crazy shit and all that. So if I ain't really at home with an inbox or something, and I can't even really edit it like I want to. So
why you throw them in the Pro Tools?
I do that because at the end, you're going to have to do that anyway sometimes. If you want to sell it or need the session, you can give them the Fruity Loop session, but you can give them the Pro Tools session. That's all a rapper need. Just pull it up and be a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's like the older side of me that I can't let go. Like even before Fruity Loops, when I was on the MPC, that's how I edited beats on Pro Tools. You know what I'm saying? So...
All right. Well, we got a segment here on the Producergrind podcast called the Factor.
Okay.
And so what that is we give you a topic to talk about for 30 seconds without pausing or saying ah or ooh, anything like that.
Okay.
So we're going to give you a topic. We're going to set the timer for 30 seconds. You got it?
I'm ready.
All right. So the topic for today is creating a buzz. So everything you know about creating a buzz. All right, you got the timer?
Beatking, are you ready?
I'm ready, I guess.
Beatking on the Factor on the Producergrind podcast. 3, 2, 1.
All right, man, creating a motherfucking buzz. The first thing about creating a buzz is you gotta be motherfucking interesting. If you're not interesting or funny or ugly or retarded or something, no one's gonna give a fuck about you. You're not interesting. People get on their phones to look at things that they feel is not regular life.
10 seconds.
Because like they're looking at their lives like their lives suck. What's cool about your life? Are you ugly?
5,
Are you interesting? Are you cool?
3,
Build a buzz by being different. Put it out to the world.
Beatking has passed. Young Factor. Man, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that was solid.
Man,
Wrapped it up
I
perfect
just kept
timing.
saying motherfuckings. Kill the time and shit.
So, bro, man, just a couple more questions, man. Kind of, what you kind of talked about what you got coming next in 2018, but as far as your present success, how are you converting that into long-term, bigger picture success?
Just me and my manager. I think the biggest thing we're doing this year is traveling more for business, because I do shows around the country every weekend, and that used to be my excuse. Like, man, I'm doing so many shows, I don't really have time to just, when I come back from the shows, I'm a father, so I have to handle personal business at home during the week or, things like that. But just starting to work around that more and just travel to places for business. It's when you're doing a show in another state or whatever, you just performing, you may go to that radio station, and then after you perform, you go eat at whatever's open, and then you just go to sleep and go back home or whatever. But I'm starting to just take trips for business now and to meet DJs who've been supporting me. That's what I've been doing out here. I get random snaps from people out here, and I'll see the DJ playing my music in Blue Flame. I'm like, I ain't already playing my shit in Blue Flame out there. Let me go out there and meet that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's taking random trips to New York for Shade 45 interviews or Hip Hop Nation interviews, just like more trips for business and building the awareness, because you can be, the gift and curse about text. Text is so big, man. Like, it's artists who are just popping in Texas, and they're not broke. You know what I'm saying? Like me and a lot of Houston legends, we'll sit back and watch BET jams, and half the rappers come on there. We got more money than them. And we from Texas, and our family, you can go platinum in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Our fan base is so vast in Texas, so it's like you can get real comfortable with that. And we have to go out of our way to do New York press runs and go to LA and holler at people and, go to Atlanta and, holler at people like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I was a fan of the Instagram, I just the comment section. You know what I'm saying? It's this hella producers.
We going wild.
Bruh, if you, first of all, see their percept, they caught the double salute, right? And so I went back and rewatched it. This is what happened. Zaytoven goes, salute. And these two over here just in sync. Just, Now I watched it, but Zaytoven told y'all to salute. But they be catching stuff like that. What's written on the wall? Vancouver's not over. Like the type of stuff where just you kind of roll off in regular conversation. Like, yo, y'all paying way too much attention to it.
No,
Man,
it's just
funny. I love it.
It's just
so
like
funny.
it's for nerds like me. It's like that one thing it said. They said, "Do you agree with Tim? Should you hold back when you're making a beat with somebody else?" And that's real producer talk. Like that's not on no other Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like you can really get in the comment section and be like, "Man, my atmosphere crashed because I stole it." You can't put that on Baller. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all comment section is for real producers. So I rock with that shit.
That's dope.
Actually, one of the ones that woke everybody up, and you might like this too, with your Southern roots. When you put up the little clip from Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
When they was making the beat. And that one was real popular, but we kind of had the conversation where you don't see producer culture, they don't show that in popular culture.
They don't because with production, people love the ending result.
Yeah.
When the beat come on the club, oh, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? But seeing, just playing it, you know what I'm saying? That video I posted, I can't think of his name right now.
Anthony Anderson?
Yeah, he just...
Oh, you talking about Cash?
Yeah. People don't really see that element of it. Zaytoven does it all the time. I do it in my videos too, just to let people see on my end, there's no keyboard there. Yeah. I'm playing that shit to let people know that you can make a beat on a plane. Like you don't need to be musical. I can do that too, but just to show you, all you need is a laptop, man, in your mind, and you can do that shit, So I appreciate sites like that and Instagrams like that show people, man, like it's shit that go behind this hard ass shit you hearing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's with beats, you don't know. Like I say, like TM, one of my favorite producers, goddamn, like that Lil Uzi, all my friends are there that you don't know why you like that beat. That's why.
That song.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Minecraft.
Yeah, that's why you like it. But a female, she don't understand how to describe why she like it. It be little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
what's the social media links? Where can we find you?
Instagram, Club Godzilla. Snapchat. They deleted my first one for showing too much pussy and titties. So my new Snapchat is Beat Kingdom.
But it's Snapchat though.
Yeah, but I ain't know they had limits until I started turning up on that.
Well, no. Is Snapchat dead? Is the question we really want to ask you.
It's not as lit as it was last year.
He's being nice because 3 guests before you said it's dead.
They did too much. They
put
fucked
news
it up.
on there. You got you can do. I remember when they came out with the Snap Cash. You can start Snap Cash. I was like, this is too much,
with
man.
Snapchat, they're looking at what Instagram and Twitter does. And we'll see what Instagram and Twitter stars, you can find out about people. You can search. Yeah. And with Snapchat, you can't. You have to really promote your Snapchat on your other platform.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they were trying to figure out a way that you can explore and find people on Snapchat because some can be lit on Snapchat and you can't get on Snapchat and find it. You have to find it from Twitter.
Yeah.
And then go to Snapchat and type what you saw on Twitter, trying to figure out how to make it explore.
That's classic trying to do too much because do you want to have a site where people can do anonymous
she was
things
loving
or do you
it.
want to
Like,
have a place where people can explore? You know what I'm saying? Like
Snapchat to me was personal. It's what you want to put when you don't want people you don't want to just sit there and people stare and debate about it on Instagram. Snapchat is personal. You know what I'm saying? And they try and make it explorish.
You think Snapchat should go ahead and wrap it up?
Nah, because they getting money. The masses, I guess the people who are investing in them or whatever, they like this new shit. Now, it's not gonna last because the community of people who built it up, they're not feeling
exactly.
it.
How many of those cucumber suckers have premium Snapchat accounts?
Suckers.
That's the quickest way I could phrase it.
I don't know, but I've never went the premium route because it's like people come to my Snapchat, they don't want to pay.
What you mean premium? I haven't been on Snapchat in a minute.
Okay.
Snapchat, it's the way where you can pay to see the nudity and
stuff.
Bro,
you know all them IG models that got their thing, like, for my Snapchat account, and then you go click it, it's like, to pay,
Wow.
This is all like a tease for a longer show that you pay for, apparently. I'm not paid
So
for
you
these.
paid to go watch somebody else's story?
That sounds so lame.
Wow. See, I ain't been on Snapchat in about a year, so.
You probably, there's a phases of society I'm just never going to understand. This is not being cocky, but paying for it is just something I don't get.
The reason Snapchat hasn't completely died, because they will, but they MySpacing themselves. But the reason it hasn't completely died is because people, a lot, especially females, they use it as a camera.
Okay.
Have the most lit filters for them. The bunny rabbit ears and all that shit. Instagram got it, but not as much.
Not as good.
They
So
need to
that's
put a
their
limit
strength.
on the
That's their
number of filters you can use in a day. Like if every picture on your joint got a filter on it, what they say, you
They
not
shut your account
Yeah.
They
down.
say you're not a
You're a graphics
You're not a
artist.
model. You a graphic designer.
That's
But
crazy.
Snapchat, you can get people pictures and make your own faces there. It's like they winning on that technology wise. You know what I'm saying? But
Snapchat Photoshop collab.
No, you know I used to do like for Black History Month, I did like a different Black History face.
one of my partners in Dallas, Lil Ronnie, he got these Bill Cosby videos he do. He looked just like
That
Bill
dude,
Cosby.
you know that dude?
That's my
Yo,
dude.
he funny
Lil
as
Ronnie.
shit. That dude funny.
He from Dallas.
Hey, yo, we need to do some content with him. He's funny.
He cool people. He cool people. You know what I'm saying? But he do these Bill Cosby videos. He looks just like Bill Cosby. And he talk like him and everything. You know what I'm saying?
But he look good because it's Cosby's
Yeah,
face
he got
right here.
tattoos and shit.
But then he like tatted. He got his earring in. He got his chain on and shit.
That's funny.
Appreciate you, fam, man. This
Hey,
has been
man.
a great podcast, bro.
Yeah, no problem, no
Definitely
problem, man.
triple X rated. We have to put a rated R on that.
Yeah, put rated R on
Rated
that.
R.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Straight
Viewer
up,
discretion
man.
is advised.
When y'all in H-Town, holler at me, man. We're gonna rub some ones and some bitches' assholes, and we're gonna motherfucking eat some chicken at the strip club.
They're gonna put a bitch counter on.
Yeah.
They're gonna put a bitch counter. I can see it coming down.
What's that?
He said bitches like at least 10 times.
Oh, he's stupid.
You know what? I've gotten better though. I used to cuss a lot. The older I get, the least I cuss now. I can know how to.
They hate when you call them bitches, but the bitches love it.
Man, shit, man. I only call girls bitches on stage. They like that shit. Like, motherfucking last show I had, that's what, Friday? I was like, bitch, if you ain't pregnant, then you know it makes a noise, motherfucker. They all went crazy.
Oh, God.
Fucking,
Drake could walk into a room and be like, all the bitches make some noise. They all scream.
like, here you go, right here. Hold up, this gonna come on after this. Right here.
Oh, my God. Nice videography.
Bitch, if you ain't pregnant. Well, yeah, that was Friday.
Yeah, but after she deep throat the cucumber, calling her bitch ain't even that serious. Is
Yeah,
it?
she don't care. See, she had a cucumber in her ass. She took the cucumber out her ass.
That's another episode of Producergrind. I can't tell you what we're looking at right now, but trust and believe. Go get to this man's his Instagram.
I got the craziest shows in the country. Shout out to Uncle Lou.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you pulling up, bro.
No
Yeah,
problem. No
that's
problem.
another
No
one.
problem.
Signing out.
Time to get some food.